Alright, other things I'll do just to.
Grandma and Grandpa played records on a hand-wound RCA Victrola and danced to the music for entertainment. When Grandpa brought home the family's first radio, everyone gathered around and listened to it. The radio was battery operated because they had no electricity. It had a big round dial, and Grandpa said to Grandma in Spanish, "Look at that dial. In later years you'll be able to see people perform and dance there." Grandma laughed and said, "Ya se me figura," or sarcastically, "Oh sure." She didn't believe him, but he had predicted television. During those years, Grandpa Lewis labored as a farm worker, building fences and maintaining the lagoons so the livestock would have water to drink. In about 1937, he went to work for the WPA, building roads and bridges and digging ditches, built a highway between Encino and Pines Corners. Later, he went to work for the railroad as an assistant manager and had his own crew. After Huelo died, the family moved to Portales, New Mexico. Huelo died in February of 1963. Grandpa Lewis retired from the railroad in 1966 at the age of 53. He then continued to work as a concrete finisher and contractor until he retired permanently in 1975 at the age of 62. Even after that, he continued to work by helping the family with whatever he could. He also took some of the children and grandchildren out to hoe weeds or work in the boom corn fields. All his life, Luis Armijo was blessed with a musical talent. He could pick up any instrument and play it by ear. His favorite was always the accordion, and he played the saxophone regularly for many years. In the 30s and 40s, he and his band played for dances, weddings, and parties. He formed a group called the Rocking Flame, which included Eddie Armijo, Johnny Gonzalez, Israel Payan, Jimmy Gonzalez, Luis Armijo, and Steve Armijo. They played at weddings, election campaigns, and special occasions until the original group broke up. Grandpa never gave up on music and always kept the band going. Over the years, he had many band members, and he taught several people how to play various instruments. Eventually, his daughters Josie and Cecilia joined the band, and they played regularly at Carrasco's Bar and Elsie's Bar in Clovis, New Mexico. The band also played for countless weddings and parties and at the county fair. Grandpa Luis Armijo has won several medals in the Senior Citizen Special Olympics in various categories and has received a certificate from the Governor of New Mexico for outstanding citizenship. He was honored in the Pioneers' Day Parade and was accompanied by Grandma Frances, Josephine, Angie, and Cecilia. The Blessed Stone of Guadalupe. The story goes like this. As a teen, Luis was thrown from a horse he was trying to break during a rodeo. He hit the ground and the horse bucked violently above him. He reached for a rock to defend himself, and he prayed to his patron Saint Guadalupe for help. Miraculously, the horse ran off and he was not hurt. He didn't realize it at the time, but he had lost the medallion of his patron saint during the struggle. He was thankful to be alive. Many years later, while on a deer hunting trip, he encountered a friend with a flat tire. He searched for a rock to put underneath the tire to keep the car from rolling and found the unusual stone on the ground. It has the image of the Saint Guadalupe imprinted on it. The place looked so familiar, and suddenly he realized it was where he had been thrown from the horse that had nearly killed him all those years ago. He brought the stone home and showed it to Grandma and the rest of the family, who were all surprised by its peculiarity. I was a young boy, and I asked him if he would give me the stone when he passed away. The Portales News Tribune wrote an article about Grandpa and the stone. Traced in stone. Luis Armijo holds a gray sandstone on which nature has traced in red the figure of Our Lady of Guadalupe, a sacred symbol of which the original is in a shrine near Mexico City. Mr. Armijo was deer hunting near Estancia last Sunday when he encountered a friend with a flat tire, and while searching for a rock to scotch the wheels, found this stone. He plans to build an altar for it in his home in Portales. The original, according to legend, was traced on the serape of a shepherd as he slept on a hill in Mexico, during which he dreamed of a visit by the Virgin Mother.